Hi everyone, Tim here from Mentor One Property, and with me is a client, Andy. And Andy's been kind enough to let everyone in to a bit of an insight on how we operate and a live investment example and a bit of a live mentoring session. So we won't drag it out too much because I know you're all busy, and if you click on this video, you don't want to drag out, just get all the main pieces. But I think it will be a really productive session. It's going to be productive for Andy. And it's also for anyone out there who's thinking about investing. Hopefully you find it productive as well. Now, we're going to be very candid. It's just very open. None of this is practice, of course. And we're going to talk about where he's got to with his current investment. And that includes any successes and any challenges he's having. So, Andy, if I can start with just saying that the way, as you know, the way we like to do things is we plan, and we plan in great detail before we execute on any opportunity. And that's just the basis of this company and the group of companies. And so can I just ask you a little bit about your initial experience with us? And then starting from the very start, actually, why did you decide in the end to sort of bite the bullet, get involved, get some planning going, and start this whole process of investing again? Because I know you had one investment going way back, and then you're a little bit stagnant for a while. So over to you.
Cool. Yeah. No. Thanks, Tim. Yeah. I mean, I guess the journey started a few years ago. Really. My ex-partner and I, we were looking to invest in a property. We didn't really know what we were doing, like I guess a lot of people. We knew that we wanted to get into the market, but again, it was that classic, where do we do it? How do we do it? Where do we even start with it? So we actually went down to a couple of different companies just to get a bit of a sense and a bit of education really around the property market. Because yeah, like you say, I do have one, but it's back in the UK where I'm from. So obviously the Australian market's very, very different. And yeah, look, we didn't end up doing anything. We were probably like a lot of other people. We got the information, we got excited, and then didn't do anything with it. And fast forward probably 2 or 3 years. And I think, I met yourself almost fortuitously, really, which was great. And I was like, oh, wow. It kind of just prompted me again to really get back in, because I'd just done nothing. 2 or 3 years had gone by, the market had moved. And again, I knew I had some money sat there. It wasn't doing anything. It wasn't working for me. So yeah, bumped into you again. And I thought, right, this is a sign. I'm going to actually get off my backside and do something about it. So we obviously caught up afterwards. You took the time to actually get to understand my current situation in terms of, obviously my financial situation, what it is that I wanted to do. Did I want to buy as a principal place? Did I want to rent? Did I want to buy as an investment? All those key things. And yeah, we had quite a few sessions together. Just, I guess, planning it through, understanding kind of what it is I wanted, and what my position was and what my ability was to buy. So yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, excellent. And so with that, most people, particularly here in Sydney, a lot of people in your circumstances, we're trying to figure out, often it's like, do you buy your own place first or do you invest? Often it's, can be buy your own place. Yours is a bit different situation. We won't get into too much detail, of course, on that, but, and it just varies. Often people will buy their own place, and others will invest. And your circumstances was really interesting, whereby we really crunched the numbers, pretty full on, wasn't it? We had 30 sessions. We had to just really grind it out, and then the numbers sort of jumping out of the pages as to what to do. So we started off on a venture, and we got to the point where a detailed plan was provided. And that took you through to over the next 12 months, the next 5 years, and then beyond, and how it's all going to work out in the end. We start with the end and work backwards. So got your passive income goals, got your goal around your future principal place of residence and how quickly you'd like to own that, and then a timeline. They're the 3 keys that we sort of built the foundation around. So the first cab off the rank was an investment in the end.
Yeah.
And you had, I would deem to be, you've got categories of clients. So some clients have got unlimited capacity. Then there's a mid-tier, and then there's a lower capacity ones. So you were able to, which is great, to go into a really nice investment and that was cash flowing really well, or will cash flow really well, sorry. We chose to do a build. So we found some land on water and right on the water, and we chose to secure the land and build on it. So the reason I mentioned sort of the different categories is you had the ability to do that. Not everyone can do that, but a lot of people can, because the cash flow is really good. We're going to go through those numbers in a moment. But it allowed you to be in an investment space where there's not a real crowd down the bottom, every man and his dog trying to grab a property, an investment property in a really low socioeconomic area that is really more of a cookie cutter type property that we don't really like so much, been too experienced for that. And a lot of the cash flow doesn't work as well. Now that I'm talking about cash flow, I will mention it. So the cash flow, once this is done, is going to be, there's a 20% deposit's been put in by Andy. It's going to be $420 a week. So that's very difficult to achieve on, a $400,000 property in a lower socioeconomic area.